very
I
much.
had 3 more seconds, and I had the whole thing. I was supposed to have 3 minutes.
Sir, thank you. Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
It's the JR Show from Studio 99 at the American General Media Complex. On air at News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Online at kernradio.com. Now, here is your host, JR.
Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Kern Radio. Check us out online, kernradio.com. Download the Kern Radio app to your smart device. Take us on all of your holiday vacations. And also streaming live on YouTube. Head over to YouTube right now. Search up Kern Radio. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Every day that we're live, you can come along for the ride with us and watch us in all of our glory. Plus, we're also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Just look up Kern Radio. I am also out there, JR Flores, or why not JR? Lots of things to discuss today. We'll try to cram it all in. Back to work Monday, as it is. We've got a couple of things going on here locally. Maya Hernandez, the mother of the year, who left her kids in a sweltering hot car over the summer, finally sees the day in court as opening arguments have begun in her second-degree murder case. What else is going on in the courts? DUI sentencing, I'll talk about, where somebody died. We'll tell you how much time the person, I believe he pled or no contest. We'll tell you how much time that he got. I'll give you my thoughts as always. Tastry's Bakery back in the news as the Supreme Court makes a decision on that case. We'll tell you what they decided and what that means for the bakery. SNAP benefits back in the news. Food stamps, Cow Fresh, whatever you guys call them nowadays. They are back in the news as the federal government again threatening to withhold funding as new requirements are set to take effect for SNAP benefits. We'll tell you what that means. Donald Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene still going at it as she made an appearance on 60 Minutes, one of the president's favorite programs. So we'll tell you what he had to say. Oh, Waymo is having problems. I don't think I'll ever get in one of those vehicles. I don't like people. I don't like when other people are driving me. Nonetheless, a car that doesn't have a driver is driving me. I'll tell you what's wrong with the Waymo cars. And what else? BCHS. Congratulations to Coach Darren Carr and the varsity football team out there at Bakersfield Christian High School on their win Friday night as they beat La Habra 24-21. And what I was told, I didn't get to make it out there. We had our AGM Christmas Party that I'll tell you about here in a second. But I was told it wasn't as close as it seemed. BCHS winning by 3 points there. They'll go on to the state championship. That is going to happen this Friday, but you're going to have to travel all the way out to Saddleback College. I mean, it's not that far, but if you guys can get out there and support Bakersfield Christian High School as they go for now, I believe their second state title under Coach Darren Carr. So congratulations to all them. We'll try to get Coach on later this week. It's a busy week here on the program. It is Christmas season, so we'll get in all kinds of people that got all kinds of things going on. We'll talk to Steve Sanders tomorrow. He is with the Kern County Superintendent of Schools. He's going to come on and talk about the holiday lights out at CALM. He'll most likely bring tickets. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. And then later in the week, we also have people from the Bakersfield Toy Run. That's been going on for many years. It's happening Sunday. We'll tell you how you can participate. Plus, the folks from the Giving Machine are going to stop by Remember them? They have their machines going in out at the parks at Riverwalk on Saturday. Plus, they'll be at a Condors game on Wednesday. They'll come in and tell you about both of those things. And two of our favorite people will come in Friday for a What the Faith Friday. It's Justin and Maddie Jansen from the Greatest Stories Ever Told podcast. That'll round out the week. So keep it locked all week long right here on the JR Show and Kern Radio. I had a great weekend. It's cold, man. It's been cold for the last, I don't know, couple of weeks.
But this is like different cold.
It is.
Usual Bakersfield cold.
Usually it burns off in the day and it gets a little warm. You know what I mean? You get that
to the 50s, 60s.
50s, 60s. Overnight, we're used to it getting into the 40s, but it's not getting above 50 all day. And it's cold.
Don't get me wrong, I am digging it, but it does get pretty dang cold during the night.
I appreciate the cold, but I did at the Christmas party, the American General Media Christmas party. My door prize was a heated blanket, so I got that over the week. On Friday night, we had our Christmas party at the Stockyard, 2525 F Street. Good time had by everybody in attendance. I was just wondering, Chris, either everybody in the office is now old or is on the sober kick. So, which I'm all about. Look, if you want that sober lifestyle, I am all about it. But no, everybody, it was 9:00 and I looked around the place and I'm like, everybody went home. Everybody left. What?
Oh, I had to leave because I had prior.
No, yeah, you had to go drop off our buddy KG downtown. You had to work, and then you had other things to do. I got it. Everybody else was just.
If this was on a different weekend, I would have stayed out with you.
It was Friday night.
I know.
We're at the Stockyard.
I know. Again, I had a funeral the next day. I had to go home.
Again, I understand, but everybody got up and left. We didn't play a game. They got their prizes, ate their steak and chicken dinner, which was so delicious.
It was. I even got a second. Thanks.
So did I. I took it home.
Chef Daniel and Cassie.
Heck yeah. Chef Daniel always cooking it up. Cassie Biddle.
Had it for dinner last night. It was just as good the second day.
The next morning, I made steak and eggs. So I cut up my steak into little slices, and then I fried those a little bit.
Potatoes he made too.
The green beans,
scalloped potatoes.
Yeah, scalloped potatoes. Oh, and then the green beans. Oh,
yeah. Whatever he put in there, that made it like tomato taste to it was fantastic.
Delicious. I don't know if they have any openings for holiday parties left, but if they do, call up Cassie Biddle over at Casey's Steakhouse and have it over in the Stockyard next door, 2525 F Street, open Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, 6 p.m. to close. I was there till close. It was just me and Haley, and then a couple of other gentlemen walked in, and I wanted to punch one of them, but I didn't because they started to get a little too much. And me and Haley kept looking at each other like, "Are you guys done?" That's the only reason I stayed, because I didn't want to leave Haley by herself.
That's fair.
With those gentlemen in the bar. Not that they were being obnoxious or anything to her, but it just felt right to just, all right, let me hang out for a little bit. Plus, it's the Stockyard. What's not to love? Everybody that walked in said, I've never been in here, or I haven't been in here in such a long time, and it's so nice. And then they have all the Christmas decorations up. If you haven't been in, get into the Stockyard this weekend. Go support. You'll need a password, or Haley will yell crazy things at you, and you'll feel weird at the door. Just tell them, why not JR? They'll let you right in. But I had a great time. I got the heated blanket, which I used all weekend long. That was the whole point of it. It was cold. But I got what did you get, Chris? What did you take home for our prize?
I took home $60 to Maui Pho.
There you go.
Fantastic restaurant.
Pho.
Oh yeah, I call it pho. Though.
Everybody says pho. And I used to
right.
all the time. And then I got hipped and somebody turned me on and said, no, it's pho. I said, pho. You. And they were like, no, for real. And I was like, oh. And then I came up with a clever idea that I can't tell you, but it's been taken, Chris. I told you the idea of the kits I wanted to make, the pho ones,
Yes, the one we've talked about.
Yeah, the kits. Yeah. They're kits, but they're pho. You guys get it. Put it together. I'm not going to say it. Not on the radio anyways. I don't want to get in trouble. But somebody else already took the idea. I looked it up. There's a website and everything. They're not using it, which is terrible because it's a great idea. If I saw something that said, hey, this is a kit with pho, and we're calling them pho. Yeah, you're laughing, but somebody already owns it. So you got the $60 to Maui pho. That's cool. I got the heated blanket. It was a great time. We had a great time, but it's been cold outside. Speaking of gifts, I was at another party over the weekend. You guys play White Elephant? You guys participated in White Elephant, right? You know the game where you bring a gift already wrapped up so nobody knows what they are. Everybody puts their gift on the table. You draw numbers. You pick a gift in that number. You can either pick a gift from the unwrapped table or there's prizes out. The gift's already opened. If that's not been stolen, sometimes it's more than 2 times, I think is the limit. You set your own rules. And that's part of my question when it comes to White Elephant. I had a great time at this party, by the way. Just want to say that. But I picked, and halfway through the game, right, I was in the middle. And I picked one of the boxes on the table, and I unwrapped it. And it was a cotton candy making machine. And mind you, the limit was supposed to be $15. Now I'm holding this cotton candy machine and darn well know that this cotton candy machine is a lot more than $15. I looked them up. Trust me, my daughters wanted one for a long time. Not that they're high price. This wasn't a high-end one, but it was more than $15. And I liked my gift, so I was trying to hold on to it so nobody would steal it. Made it through the whole game, sitting on the edge of my seat the whole time, hiding the gift behind my seat, kicking it underneath the chair so people wouldn't see it, so they wouldn't steal it from me. An 8-year-old Christmas depended on this. And then finally, the last person picks up the final gift off the table that is unwrapped, opens it up, to which I think game over. The last unwrapped gift has been picked up from the table, and I am walking out with the cotton candy making machine.
That's a pretty cool one, though.
It is.
And you made that with, didn't you take the soda machine with you too? Or
No.
the soda maker?
No, KG
Oh, no,
got
that's
that one.
KG,
Yeah,
that's
KG
right.
got
KG
that one.
that one.
But Chris, the game wasn't over.
True.
You see, I was under the impression that the White Elephant game ends when the last wrapped gift is taken from the table. No.
No, the first person gets a chance to go back and pick.
You know this rule then.
Yeah. That's only fair. The first person
How is
doesn't
that
get to
fair?
choose.
No, they do get to choose. They have the option to
here's the thing.
select every unwrapped gift on the
Here's the
table,
thing, though.
any single one they want to take.
Here's the thing, though. But see,
And that's part
they're
of it.
most likely to get stolen from.
And
It's not.
then
fair
you
to
have
them.
and then that person had after they get their
Yeah,
gift
and then
stolen, which
after-
this person did, by the way, many times during the game. Them and their spouse that was sitting next to them both had their gifts taken many times, and not once did my cotton candy machine come out and get stolen.
until the end of a sentence.
Until the very end,
Bad.
when they said, hey, number one, is there anything that you want to take? And he glazed at me from across the room. And I stared him down back. And I said, if you take this, you're going to ruin an 8-year-old's Christmas.
Aw, don't play that card.
And he looked at me and handed me Bob Ross bobblehead and a Bob Ross paint by numbers little thing and said, I hope she likes it.
That's exactly what I would have said. That's hilarious.
I didn't even enjoy the Christmas lights as we drove out of Hagen Oaks.
That does suck. I'm sorry.
I was, and then I didn't get a chance. Now my gift has been stolen, right? I'm handed the Bob Ross bobblehead.
No, but see, again, it's because they were never given a
No,
chance to
they
steal from
were.
everybody
They
else.
did. When their gift got stolen, they could have taken anything. And then I hear him whisper, yeah, I heard him. I've seen him hiding it. You seen me hiding it, so you knew I wanted it. And you still stole it from me.
I hide mine too, so
I didn't know the rule. I didn't know the number one was the golden goose rule, that not only do you get to pick first, and then even after your gift has been stolen numerous times and you have plenty of opportunities to take anything, you still get to go again at the end.
see, I've been in some that actually put up like a certain amount of time someone or a certain gift can be stolen.
Okay, it was 2 times.
2 times.
The
yeah,
gifts
that's
can only be taken
traditional. Once
twice.
it's
Yes.
taken twice,
I
it's
knew that
locked
rule.
with
I knew
person.
that rule. I'm just saying the rules weren't read before the game started. So I have beef there.
Fair. That's fair beef. That's actually fair beef.
I'm just saying he knew what he was doing. It was calculated.
Yeah, I mean, traditionally,
he waited all the way till the end.
Yeah,
he could have taken that at any point in the game and given me the opportunity to steal somebody else's gift. But no, I don't even know
because then you just open up an endless line of people stealing gifts.
Well, that's
not the point. The point is just
the game ends when
and then we're done.
No, the game ends when the last unwrapped gift from the table is taken. Not let's go back around one more time. Just saying.
I don't know. I disagree with you on this.
I had a great time at the party. The appetizers were great, delicious. The folks were friendly and nice, except for that one guy that stole my cotton candy machine. Everybody was friendly. It was a great time had by all. That's all I'll say. It's a little disappointed there. I didn't get the cotton candy machine.
Fully understandable you're disappointed. I get disappointed when that happens too.
But such is life, Chris.
Exactly.
Sometimes we're disappointed.
We don't always get what we want.
That's right. But I did also go to the Christmas market last night at the Kern County Museum. I got dressed up against my will. But I was in perfect character. Only I was really just grumpy.
Yeah.
I had a big bow on. She did tremendous with the outfits. Even won the prize for costumes. I won bingo. If you missed the Christmas market at the Kern County Museum, maybe they'll bring it back next week. I don't know. But it is the holiday season, Chris. So that was my Christmas weekend. Only solidifying. Is it January yet? Are we done with this? I'm over it.
We just started.
I know. Get to a break. On the other side, we'll do our little court watch. Maya Hernandez, Mother of the Year. Finally, her second-degree murder trial has begun. Lip injection girl. Some of you might remember. I'll tell you what happened in opening statements today. A DUI sentencing. I'll tell you how much somebody gets for killing a passenger in their vehicle. You wonder why we have a DUI problem in this community. Tastry's Bakery back in the news. Supreme Court makes a decision on hearing their case. We'll tell you what happened. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Start your day right. First look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m.
On the Tuesday.
Good day, gents. Yo, is Pete Carroll under FBI investigation yet? For what, Sergio? Oh, what did he do? He's terrible. Chris Orr. Good day, gents. What's up, Chris? Vitamin D is vital to the human body, and these days, no sunlight are starting to mess with people. Yes, they are. Heals everything. White elephant is an example of how socialism fails. What's up, Chavez GJ? Out of Knott's Berry Farm. I will be in the Anaheim area this weekend as I head to Disneyland on Friday. Gonna head to the happiest place on earth for the weekend with my daughter and my sister and my niece and nephew, or my nieces and nephew, my brother-in-law and her kids, my oldest niece's kids. We all haven't been as a family in a very long time, probably since my daughter was 2 or 3, and she's now 8. So it's been about 5 years since we've all been as a family, and we're going to do it again this weekend. There'll be a party of, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Party of 12. Maybe we'll all take up a boat on the Pirates of the Caribbean or something. Nice. Get some fried chicken. Chris, yes. My favorite place used to be the all-you-can-eat barbecue place that has now been, was taken away so they could build Star Wars Land. But I enjoy turkey legs. I also enjoy the corn dogs from the corn dog cart. And chimichangas. Chimichangas are also good. Depending on what the weather is like, maybe I'll get some gumbo. Something like that. Give me your suggestions. Sorry about my white elephant. Am I wrong about the white elephant thing? Did you guys know that the first person gets to go again at the end? I was unaware. I don't think I played in White Elephant many times, and I don't know. Not that I remember, anyways. Are you guys ready for Christmas? I am not. I've bought nothing at all. Like zero. Zilch. I told him Disneyland is your guys' Christmas. Disneyland is Christmas.
Together we cry.
We'll cry together about our cotton candy machine. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. Are you feeling lonely, Chris? Is that what you're playing? Red Hot Chili, you feeling lonely? Like a lot of 1 in 4, I guess, is now feeling lonely? No.
It is the worst time of the year for that, but no, I wouldn't.
It is. If you don't have a significant other, or you're all by yourself. It is.
It sucks. Trust me, it sucks. There are so many things I would like to go do, but a single dude, you can't go out and do that stuff by yourself. You look weird.
I looked weird last night at the Christmas market. I'll tell you that.
I mean, again,
but I didn't go by myself.
See, exactly. You didn't go by yourself.
I didn't go by myself. I didn't go by myself to the Christmas party on Saturday night either. I went to the Christmas party for us by myself on Friday night. And then I was left by myself because the whole staff left. And
I didn't realize everybody was going to file out right after we left.
What the heck, man? Dinner's over. You guys got your gifts. You guys
I looked
leave?
over, saw 2 of our promo kids stand up and say they were leaving. I said, I'm going to take this as an opportunity.
And so did everybody else, apparently. Goodness gracious.
We had to go drop some stuff off.
Bunch of old people I work with nowadays, man. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. Anything on the board before we talk about our
No, I got nothing on the board, but I'm sure we have a ton on the YouTube channel.
There was, but nobody really chimed in about the white elephant. Somebody said white elephant is an example of why socialism doesn't work.
That's actually a very good example.
Yes.
That's a very good example.
I didn't get what I wanted. I got cotton candy machine. And then the person I was with was like, you could just go buy a cotton candy machine for $15. No big deal. I said, no, they're not just $15.
Not just $15.
Somebody went over the limit of $15.
At least good ones aren't $15.
No, I looked. The one that was sitting on my lap was $45 at the cheapest.
Easily.
I said, so no, I can't.
Unless you got it on Black Friday.
And it's the whole principle of the thing. Even once that last gift was, I promise I'll finish and then I'll be done with it and I'll quit griping about it. Even the person I was with thought that she didn't say, hey, no, it's not over. Hey, look, it's you're taking home the cotton candy machine. Look you won. It's over. Why is this guy staring at my cotton candy machine from across the way? Why is he walking over here? Why is he taking my cotton candy machine?
Well, technically, it was supposed to be your daughter's cotton candy machine.
Yes. I was going to wrap it up, give it to her for Christmas, Chris. She's lucky she got the heated blanket when she did.
That's what you walked away with. That's right.
Only I wanted to try it out. Sorry, I'll stop griping now. I promise. I'm over it. Okay, it's done. It's forgotten. We're moving on. Get into Court Watch after the break. Talk about Amaya Hernandez. Tayshree's Bakery will not go before the Supreme Court. Somebody's suing the county $50 million for an accident they were in. Give you the details on that. SNAP benefits back in the news. We'll discuss them a bit. Plus Waymoo and whatever pops up. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
Out there, it's hard to believe. I'm all alone. At least I have
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. President Trump's former personal attorney, Alina Habba, announced her resignation as acting U.S. attorney in New Jersey. This decision comes after an appeals court disqualified her from the role. Habba was appointed in March to serve a temporary term. Warner Brothers Discovery's friendly agreement to sell itself to Netflix just got upended by a hostile actor. Paramount made Warner shareholders a higher offer on Monday and touched off what's likely to be a lengthy fight in the latest episode of media industry consolidation. President Trump is planning a $12 billion aid package for U.S. farmers who have struggled to sell their crops while getting hit by rising costs. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 215 points. More details at srnnews.com.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Chris Davis. Maya Hernandez of Visalia is now on trial on second-degree murder charges for the death of her one-year-old son Emilio, which happened in June. Opening statements began this morning with prosecutors saying Hernandez left her kids in a hot car while she went inside a spa to get lip filler treatments, even though they say she had permission to let the kids come inside with her. The trial could take several weeks. If you've got junk you need rid of, this Saturday may be your day. It's the last pop-up trash event for the year in Bakersfield, and it's 8 to noon on Stockdale Highway. Some examples of items accepted include furniture, mattresses, box springs, major appliances, electronics, water heaters, and barbecue grills without the propane tank. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN Newsroom with the news every half hour and when it breaks on FM 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM.
Mustard and bread.
Hi, this is Coral, Executive Director with Buena Vista Museum of Natural History and Science. We want to thank our incredible donors, our members, our dedicated
Non-win.
and those who
Whoa.
support us every step of the way. Because of your generosity.
Chris, you ended up with the non. What did you get stolen from you though, Chris? What'd you have that got taken and swapped out for the non-winning lottery ticket? I'm curious. What did you go from what to what? Because I went from a cotton candy machine maker to Bob Ross bobblehead, and I'm talking like this big Bob Ross bobblehead, not like a full size Bob Ross bobblehead. I'm talking about miniature, and then a miniature easel with a miniature Bob. You know what? In the next break, I'm going to go run out to the car because I think they're in the back seat somewhere where I chucked them into the back seat. I was so mad. I chucked them into the back seat. I'll grab them out and show you guys. Cotton candy machine maker to. So I'm curious, Chris, what did you go from what to what? Or you? I know what you ended up with, but what did you have? Welcome back. Sorry, I'm jumping in the chat on YouTube. If you guys aren't in the YouTube, you should be. Just go over to YouTube, search for Current Radio, subscribe, hit that notification. It's just fun because text is nice, and we'll read text messages every time you guys send them in. I try to get them on 661-842-5376. But what's nice about the YouTube chat is you can start conversing with us. And you guys can start the conversation to get the conversation. Just jump in during the breaks, and I'll turn down the commercials, whatever, and interact on in the chat, or as the kids say, chat. And so Chris always shakes his head at me. He's like my daughter. Whenever I say something cool, and also what the kids say, that's cringe. It's like, you're cringe.
Cringe is either a really, really good thing for us or a really, really bad thing. And I'm on the I can't even watch a movie when it's embarrassing. With the character, I have to walk away.
It's so cringe.
It's so bad.
So cringe.
I get what you're trying to say.
No, but I was in the chat, and Chris Orr, our buddy Chris Orr, he was on here 2 weeks ago talking about lacrosse, but he said he fell victim to the same thing on Saturday night as his Christmas party, where the first person stole his gift. Same. He went from a nice Coca-Cola bottle set that he was going to give to his kid to a non-winning lottery scratcher. Is scratchers not a good gift? No? Why? What if they win?
No, because they never do. Stop selling people on the possibility that you can win your money back for the gift you just picked. Stop. No. Scratchers are the worst white elephant gift to get. Period. If you're one of those people,
just don't even scratch them. I'm done with white elephant after this weekend's experience. Never playing that game again in my life. Well, never mind. All the gifts were not me. No, yeah. All the gifts are great, Chris. You can't criticize the gifts. They're all great. They're all great. There was a bunch of great gifts.
All that tells me is that you literally went to the gas station on the way here.
I almost thought about regifting the heated blanket, but I liked it so much that I said, no, this can't be my white elephant gift. I'm actually going to keep this one. It's a nice blanket. It's nice. It fits. It's comfortable. Marshall took the prize. He got the $100 Visa gift card. Right? I was going to steal from Marshall. Give me that thing. But then he went first, so apparently the rules say that he would have been able to. He would have came back and stole it from everybody. Apparently, the first person can go last again. I didn't know that. We're moving on, though, Chris. No more griping about the white elephant. I'm going to go get them during the break, though. So if you want to see the prize I did take home, I chucked them in the back seat somewhere. I was so upset. I just threw them. Stupid thing. I have no clue. Oh, I like Bob Ross. I grew up watching Bob Ross. It's not that I dislike Bob Ross. No, I don't paint. I can't. I've tried.
He's teaching you literally how to do it. It's a tutorial to paint, and yet none of you even paint. You just watch him.
Yeah, but
see, that is the equivalent of kids today.
He can't.
Other kids play video games.
I tried to paint with him. No, but I tried to paint with him.
Exactly. Some kids try to play video games with the streamers too.
And it doesn't look the same. It just doesn't. Come on. Happy trees. It's not. He makes it look so easy. He makes it look so easy, and it's not. I don't know how he does it, but I'll go get him in the break and put him on display. Somebody said I should put him on display on the table. So, as a part of the Christmas, I'll leave him up for the rest of the year. Tastries Bakery is back in the news as the United States Supreme Court has declined to review a California court's decision that ruled Tastries Bakery discriminated against a same-sex couple wanting a wedding cake back in 2017. California Civil Rights Department Director Kevin Kish said the U.S. Supreme Court order, quote, leaves in place a key appellate court decision that affirms the civil rights of all people across California. You cannot deny someone service by claiming a pre-designed multi-purpose cake is protected speech, he said Monday. Every Californian is entitled to full and equal services at businesses in our state. Tastries owner Kathy Miller, who has been on the Ralph Bailey show many, many times as this court case has gone through the many different things. Originally, she won in a Kern County court, and then that was overturned by this court in California, and the Supreme Court has now decided not to hear that case. But she went on to say, for over a decade, I've welcomed everyone who comes into Tastries with the care and honesty my faith calls me to, and I'll continue doing exactly that. This isn't the result I prayed for, but I am sure God will use this for his glory. I will continue to work to use my creative skills to bless others and reflect my faith in Jesus. One of her attorneys added, Kathy has shown remarkable courage over the last 8 years. We're disappointed the court declined to hear Kathy's case, and we are evaluating Kathy's options for continuing to run pastries in a way that reflects her faith. I have a tough time with this case. I'm not going to lie to you guys. As a person that tries to walk out my faith every day and fell miserably. I told somebody that the other day. I said, I try to follow God as best I can, and I fell every single day. The Bible tells us that we're going to fail. That's okay. Failure's fine. We're all sinners. We're born into a sin nature.
See, but am I wrong to say that you need to find a way, not you, but in these instances, we need to find a way to leave things like religion and family at the door?
Well, the reason I have a problem with this case probably isn't the reason why, like, religion's fine if that's what she's claiming, right? Her claim is that I'm against homosexuality. This was a homosexual couple. It was a lesbian couple that wanted a wedding cake, and her faith. And I don't want to speak for Kathy. She's been, like I said, on this station on Ralph's show many times. But her faith says that that's a sin, that's against God's word. And so therefore she doesn't want to participate in that. And as a wedding cake, she claims there, and her defense was that is an artistic expression. They're saying that it is in his comments, he said that it's just it's a cake. It's a pre-designed multi-purpose cake, where Kathy's argument is no, each cake is unique to the couple and to the person. And so therefore it's a work of art, and art has a freedom of expression where I not only can say what I want, but I can't be compelled to do something that goes against my free speech. And that was the argument. My issue is if you're calling this and you're saying that my faith tells me that this is a sin and I don't want to participate in that aspect of it, then I would sit there and look at it and say, well, we're all sinners. I started with that. I'm a sinner every single day. I fall short of the glory every single day. Paul tells us in Romans, it's going to happen. And so if you're denying somebody because your faith doesn't allow you to serve, I guess, somebody that's living in sin, then how do you run an operation? Everybody that walks through that door is a sinner. Right? I mean, if a same-sex couple walks in and one of them has committed adultery, are you going to participate in baking that cake? Because that's a sin. That's against God's word. Heck, if one of those spouses is looking at somebody else with lust, they're committing adultery in their heart. That's a sin. And so that's where my issue is. Look, if you're going to claim religious freedom and making these decisions based on whether somebody is sinning or not, we're all sinners. I go to church every Sunday because I need Jesus. I need God. I'm a sinner. And so that's my rub. That's my issue. And all the other arguments is, oh, well, you hear we just need love. God is love. We just need to love them. They shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't treat people that. God is love. Yes, you're absolutely right. God and Jesus is full of love. But that doesn't mean that, a matter of fact, God loves you so much that he doesn't want to leave you in your sin. That's how much he loved you. That's how much Jesus loved you. Yes, love, all in abundance. But love doesn't also mean that you can do whatever you want. I love my daughter. I love her very much. Very much. More than anybody else that walks this earth. But that doesn't mean I let her do whatever she wants to do because I love her. No, in fact, love says the opposite of that. Love says, don't leave them in that. Don't leave them in that sin. Don't leave them in that place. That's what Jesus came for. Read the words. Just Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Read them. Read the words in red. Jesus is trying to save you. It's not just because he loves you, but your definition of love is perverted and twisted by the world. You see? So that's not my issue. We could discuss that if you want to, and how to treat others in loving ways that you think are living in sin.
This has always been one of my biggest arguments against other Catholics like myself, is that everybody seems to pick and choose when it's okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
And when you sit there and say, well, I don't agree with it because the Bible says that you shouldn't do it, that's when I start to get like you and say, well, if you go by what the Bible tells you,
right,
there's a whole ton of stuff that you're doing right
that
now.
you're doing right now. You are a sinner from the.
You can't pick and choose when things are right and wrong.
No,
you can't.
If you're looking at the person walking through the door and trying to determine whether that person is living out in sin, whether openly in a homosexual relationship, or whether in the closet and sleeping around on their same-sex spouse, right? There's sin there. And so if you're judging people as they're walking through the door because of sin, every single person has a sin as they walk in, whether you know it and can see it or not. And so my issue is that I don't know if you guys want to chime in. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. We'll get to a break. Sorry. And maybe that's me being, I know I'm going to get some heat. I know I'm going to get some heat. I love Kathy and I love Tastries and I love everything that they do. I do. I support her. I support whatever decisions that she makes. I support her relationship with God. That's between her and God. My relationship with God is my relationship with God. But we're all sinners. Every single one of us, every single day. And I hold, I guess, fellow believers, fellow Christians, fellow followers of Jesus and God. People always go, oh, you're holier than thou. You're looking down on people. No, if anybody, I'm holding fellow believers and Christians to a higher standard than the Gentiles, than the non-believers, or the people that don't even know. Heck, what did Jesus say? What were some of his last words? Forgive them, for they know not what they do. But then he also says somewhere else, says, you know better. You know better. Woe to those that know and still do what they're not supposed to. So I hold my fellow believers to a little bit higher of a standard if we're going to sit there and sinner. Look yourself in the mirror. Sinner. What is it? What does Jesus say? Take that plank from your own eye before you take it out of your brother's. So that maybe you can see a little bit better. Just saying. I know I'm going to ruffle feathers. It's not a What the Faith Friday. But that's just my opinion. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KRN if you want to jump in. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
the rising waters of expense. Vote by borrowing more money or using debt settlement.
Oh. Chris is calling me in the other room, y'all.
In about 4 months and for a fraction of the cost. Stop their harassing calls and letters. Rebuild your credit quickly and clear the way for a fresh start. At Clean Slate BK Group, consumer Chapter 7 bankruptcies are all we do. We can help you erase credit card debt, medical bills, personal loans, even past due utility bills. Find out if you qualify at no cost and with no obligation. Go to csbk.com. This is an attorney advertisement. Your results may vary, and prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Clean Slate BK Group PC, located at 7 Penn Plaza, Suite 601, New York, 10001, is responsible for the content of this.
Gotta acknowledge all of this.
CSBK.com. That's CSBK.com. Your clean slate starts here.
Now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
It's a winter wonderland. Sweet Doors. See the
Let's see. Nice Coca-Cola glass. How was going to get? All right. You guys don't want to touch this one either, huh? Yeah, it's a little tricky. Sergio, where you at? Come on now. Don't go quiet on me. I could be wrong.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online, Kern Radio. It's not a Christmas one, but it's ice. I don't understand it, but okay. Oh, goodness gracious. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. We're talking about Tastries Bakery, as the Supreme Court has decided not to hear their case and the discrimination of a same-sex couple that was wanting a custom cake made for their wedding, in which they were denied by Kathy Miller, owner of Tastries Bakeries. It's a complicated case. It really is. I want to be able to say that, you know, owners of a business have the right to refuse service to anyone. I could probably make an argument that she has made the case for herself that she shouldn't be compelled, at least from a First Amendment standpoint, to have to make something that she doesn't believe in. But at the same time, then that pulls me into question, at least for my faith. If it's a sin and we're worried about participating in our sin or sponsoring or being somehow connected, yeah, or you know, endorsing it in a way that, then you have to go, okay, are we going to hold confession for every couple that comes in? Like, are we just going to call in a priest from you know, Our Lady of Guadalupe or from St. Francis and say, hey, can you get the confession before I make the cake? I don't know. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. We got any text messages, sir? Oh, we got a phone call. Who do you got? Callie, you're on the JR Show. Welcome.
Hey, JR. All right.
Okay.
You make a good point in
Right.
Check mark, we've got that. Now there's the religion part of it, the text that we're talking about.
Right.
So for Christians, and I'm not a priest or a minister or anything. I'm just a regular person who reads the Bible. But for me, the way I understand it is there's levels to this. So you're a baby Christian, there's the bread and the meat.
Right. And then there's the self-feeding stage, and there's of course.
So from just my point of view on this, I would say as a business owner who is a devout Christian who has, been baptized, they truly believe and they're walking out their faith. Hey, if they want to refuse service to someone who's in sin, isn't that what we're called to do once we've reached that level, is to say, no, I'm cut dry. It's good and bad. It's white and black. And there are levels to it. I would say an example from the Bible, and I don't know the Bible verse, but everybody knows the story about when Jesus went into the Colosseum and he started turning up the tables.
It's my favorite Jesus, by the way. I was just telling my daughter, that's my favorite Jesus.
Oh my God, mine too.
That shows the most human side of Jesus, aside from him crying in the garden. Those are the two most human times we will see Jesus in the Bible.
Agreed. And that's why I love it, because it is the humanity of it. But he says, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to be mad and I'm going to turn the tables up because you're not going to disrespect my Father's house. And as a business owner who truly is walking out their faith, I believe that is what we're called to do.
But what's her claim, at least from her faith side, to denying it? Is it the sin? Is it knowing that they're sinning? Is it because they're continually living in sin? That's where I guess I get hung up, because like I said, Callie, all of us are sinners. We all walk through the door carrying something.
It probably, more than likely was made clear. And as that moment when it was made clear, it's black and white. It's denial. It's a no. My God says this, and this is what I believe. And so therefore, unfortunately. But
we're all sinners, Callie, whether we see it and know it or not. I mean, we all should know it. We all should read Romans, and Paul tells us, for we all fall short of the glory of God.
Very true.
We're all sinners, for we're all sinners. And so knowing that everybody that walks through that door is a sinner, and my job is to love on them and to pull them out of that sin. It's not to deny them. It's not to any of that. It's to, if I'm loving, then this is how, and it's tough love sometimes. I guess maybe you should deny them and say, look, if you want to continue to live in sin, then I can't do this for you.
JR, like I said when I came on, I'm not a minister.
Neither am I. I'm just a Gentile to the Jew.
You made your point so well that I will concede. You made that point so well. No. I concede. You're right. Because in that case, and if that is the basis that we're filtering everything through, and we're tearing up every Coliseum we walk in, then we're tearing up everyone.
Yeah, and you said I didn't understand. Is there levels to sin? I think a sin is a sin is a sin. I don't know. Is one sin worse than the other? And even if am I going to endorse a baby sin compared to a major sin? I don't know.
Absolutely not.
Right?
That's
you don't turn an eye to any of it as a believer, as a follower. It's just, I don't know.
No, there's levels to our Christianity.
Right.
There's levels to our walk.
Yes.
No, not sin. We're all sinners.
We're all sinners. All right, Callie. Thanks for participating. I appreciate you calling in.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you listening. All right. We got to wrap it up for the day. What was the text message, Chris? You said there was one on there. Were they kind of upset with me as well?
Yeah, and it's way too long for me to actually get into. Basically, they were saying that it's not them, or it's not her judging the person walking through the door for what they do, but it's maybe, I guess, what she's going to put on the case.
Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I shouldn't have said judging the person that's coming through. Maybe I. She's not judging them, but she's trying to determine if they're sinning. I guess I don't know.
She's being a judgment of the sin. She's not judging the person, but she's judging the sin.
Right. To which I say we all carry sin. We'll discuss more tomorrow. You guys can always drop me emails, jr@currentradio.com. Get out of here for the day. Make room for the Ralph Bailey Show. It's a Monday. Kathy Abernathy stops by. This is the JR Show. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180 KERN Green Acres. This
Oh,
is
boy.
96.1 FM.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What kind of can of worms did I open up in my brothers and sisters and believers? Oh boy. That's right. I think the Tashree's case involves a celebration of the wedding ceremony. You're right. We are all sinners, but an outward celebration of a sin would be against what a Christian believes. Yes, but if we're pretending that not everybody that walks through the door is a sinner, then every celebration would be a celebration of sin. Then you have to get into somebody's heart and say, okay, you've sinned before, but what's in your heart? Are you truly chasing after God? What then you have to start looking at people's relationships with God and whether or not you're going to serve them. It's crazy. All right, you guys got to get out of here. You're not having Kathy on?